Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And Lord's willing, this lesson will be edifying and exhorting onto the elect, and it's going to be dealing with discipline. Okay, and I believe I'll title it something along the lines of discipline yourself now because you won't have the choice later. And this is a thought that just came to my mind around the lack of discipline that this society teaches men, women, and children, which is that you should be able to have whatever you want when you want it. It doesn't matter. You should, patience is not a virtue. Okay, being told no is a crime, and discipline is worthy of capital punishment. That's pretty much what this society has brainwashed people to think, and that's going to work very heavily against a lot of individuals. See, because with the times that we're coming into, all right, when society collapses and things are not easy to come by, basic things that you need, be it for hygiene or for food or for whatever it is that you need for survival, you're going to need to have a disciplined mindset. And a lot of people lack that. So they're not going to know how to endure, how to contain themselves. The scriptures tell you that incontinency is going to be increased and multiplied. People are going to be, just raging about without discipline because the hardships are going to be too much. One example is fasting. When you fast, that takes a lot of discipline. And for those that have been through it, it's very interesting how on days that if you live with others, but on days that you decide to fast or hold a fast, that's when all of a sudden, as a brother put it, everybody in your house becomes a chef. And all of a sudden they want to make all types of different foods and X, Y, and Z. But nevertheless, it takes discipline, because it's almost as though that's when all your cravings come. Things that you on a regular basis don't even feel like having, they just pop into your head like, wouldn't this be good right about now? Okay, but you still discipline yourself. So discipline comes in many forms, and even in the ministry now, you need a very particular level of discipline to keep on the right path, to not give in to temptation, because guess what? The demon you conquered yesterday, he'll conquer you tomorrow if you let your guard down, if you don't remain disciplined. So I'm going to start off with this precept here, and it won't be a long video. Like I said, it'll be, Lord willing, it'll be short, sweet, and edifying. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 2. Who will set scourges over my thoughts, and the discipline of wisdom over mine heart, that they spare me not for mine ignorances, and it pass not by my sins. See, and scourges over my thoughts. Scourges are to correct you, are to keep you on the right path. Like if you have a shepherd or one that deals with oxen, a plowman or whatever, they would have goads. Right? If you look up what a goad is, it was like a mini staff with a pointy end, and they would use that to drive the oxen. So either to cause, if the ox stopped moving, you would poke it so it could keep going, or poke it to stay in the right direction. So that's an example of like scourging. When one is scourged, is usually for your correction, or in this case it is, right? This is why, metaphorically speaking, is being said here, who will set scourges over my thoughts to keep them in check, because your thoughts become your actions. It says, and the discipline of wisdom over mine heart, because wisdom will discipline you, right? Wisdom is being able to not give in to your impulses and make proper decisions, considering all of the facts. Okay, and if you have the discipline of wisdom over your mind, because that's what it means by heart. You're gonna endure. You're gonna remain disciplined. You're not gonna make foolish, rash decisions because you just feel like it. And it's gonna take you a long way. Especially in the times we're coming into, you won't have a choice. You're not the one who's gonna decide when you get to eat or not. When the famine sets in and it gets intensified, that's gonna be determined by the Lord, and the Lord might want to test your discipline. Okay, you may not get 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours of sleep a night. You may have to wake up super early because maybe you fell asleep in the wrong area and you hearing footsteps coming, whatever it is, and you're tired of shit. And you want to just lay down and give up, but you can't. Nature will force you to be disciplined. When it's hot as shit and there ain't no AC, no, the grid is down, no electricity in your area. You've been walking for miles, you're thirsty, your throat is dry, and you can't just stop and say, you know what, F this, I'm done. I'm going to stop by, I don't know, some store and buy some water or some Mountain Dew. Because that's what people do. All right, they do that Mountain Dew, which ain't even good for you. But the point is, you have convenience stores everywhere. You have everything now is being made to basically make people very lazy. And so that's why you have people that are not even disciplined over their bodies. And what does society tell us? Okay. It's okay. You be who you are. You're beautiful the way you are. And because of that, people don't gain that discipline to do the right thing. But don't worry, because the time is coming when you won't have a choice. Okay, if weight loss is your goal, and I'm speaking about these people out here in the world, where they had to eat every 2 to 3 seconds, they'll say one thing and then they'll be doing another. Here it is, they'll have a double cheeseburger in their mouth, and then on the side of their mouth, they're talking about, I gotta go to the gym. Oh man, tomorrow I'll start to. So they're saying one thing, but they don't have the discipline to actually carry it through or see it through. Or Jacob's trouble would take care of that real quick. So you want to be in a position where you've trained your mind, body, and spirit to be disciplined, to where it's not that things are going to be easy, but they're doable and you're able to get them done. All right. So now let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9. Right. And this is something the Apostle Paul said. Chapter 9, verse 27. And it reads, "But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway." Now, the NLT version says, "I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified." See? So what the mind says, the body follows. And if the spirit is in the driver's seat, then you're good. Not taking the MOTB is going to start first and foremost through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, but that's going to take a great deal of discipline. Because it's going to make your inability to do the things that everybody else can, and the hardships you have to go through to do the right thing. If you don't have a good level of discipline, you will not be able to endure that, which is why Yahweh Shai said, "He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved." You need to be able to endure. Okay, you need to have patience. You need to be able to develop that mental fortitude to know how to say no. How to say something and mean it. How to not just say something and then you don't hold yourself accountable for it, or you don't end up doing it because you forgot or you remembered, but you just felt lazy. You wanted to procrastinate. You won't get those chances just to pass you by in the times we're coming into. In the times we're coming into, these will be life and death instances, and you need to make difficult, painful decisions. And you got to deal with the consequences that come with them. There's a saying, God helps those who help themselves. Yeah, you can't ask for something that you just sitting there, you're not doing it. God, the Most High is going to help you. But it's not the case that every time you pray for something, he's going to just do it for you. Lastly, I have this precept. Let's go to the book of, where are you? 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. Now, the word hardness in here goes back to the Greek word kokopatheo, and it says, or kakopatheo. It says to suffer, endure evils, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. And there will be there will be a series of afflictions that will come with societal collapse. At least, really for everybody, but also a temptation for those that are standing upright for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So it's best you start the discipline now. You start, conditioning your mind and priming your body to be able to answer to your spirit. So you're used to it. And that way, when the time comes, the Lord is going to take the spirit of the Lord anyway. But you want to have some level of discipline, because things aren't always going to go your way, and you need to be able to deal with it. You need to be able to suck it up and just deal with it. And America especially does not teach people to do that. It teaches you to throw tantrums and things don't go your way and sit there and mope about it. Meanwhile, if you thought of another situation, or if you planned all the way through in the beginning, you would have had a backup plan. You would have had something in place to help you. Okay, but they kind of just throw you out there. They teach you to just jump out there blind. Anyway, like jumping off of a plane without a parachute. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying and exhorting to the elect. And in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.